Hi, Tony here with the Rabaconda Mini tire changer, a special purpose tool for those 10, 12, 14-inch dirt bike tires. But it works up to 17-inch. In this video, I'm showing you how to change a 12-inch dirt bike rear tire using the Rabaconda Mini tire changer. First thing you want to do is to make sure you have set up all the wheel supports according to the rim diameter. The tool comes with 2 center spindles and additional sleeve for the spindle. Always use the closest one to your wheel bearing size. I have already loosened the rim lock nut. Next thing you want to do is deflate the tire. It's best to keep a little bit of pressure in tire just to make sure that it holds its form and there's less chance of pinching it while taking it off. For the maximum stability and safety when changing a tire, always stand in front of the tire changer, not on the side. This is where you have the most stability. Now, when dismounting, the first thing you want to do is break the bead, use the bead breaker arm. Then grab 2 tire irons for dismounting the first bead. Make sure the tire goes to the drop center from the opposite side, so it allows for easier dismounting. And then you can dismount the remaining of the bead with 1 tire iron. When changing a rear tire, always put the disc side up because then you have more space to operate the tire irons. And you might want to push in the valve when bringing it over. And now, the unique feature of the Rabaconda Mini tire changer and also the dirt bike tire changer is that you can use the bead breaker to completely dismount the tire. But before we can do that with inner tube tire, make sure that the valve is pushed through the hole and it stays there. Then flip around the tire. Push it down so it stays on the second bead. Grab a tire iron. So now you want to make sure that the valve or the tube is not visible between the tire and the rim here. Otherwise, you might pinch it. Apply some additional pressure with a tire iron. Grab the bead breaker and dismount the tire using the bead breaker. Now the tire is dismounted. For mounting a tire, I have already put the tube inside the tire with a baby powder. I have inflated the inner tube just enough that it holds its form, as this will reduce the chances of pinching it with a tire iron. Always use tire mounting lube when mounting a tire. Never attempt to do it without lube. Now, on most bikes, the rim lock and the valve are on the opposite side. We've seen a great tip from some riders who have drilled another hole for the valve near the rim lock. So you could actually, with the same move, you could get the valve through the hole and the tire under the rim lock, and this will noticeably reduce the hassle when mounting a tire. Now here, we still have them on the opposite side, as most of you do. Then, you want to get the valve through the hole. Push on as much tire as you can with your hands. Take a tire iron and mount the remaining of the first bead. And because the rim lock was opposite from the valve, what you need to do now is bring the tire over the rim lock, use a tire iron to get the tire to the right side of the rim lock. Flip it back again. Make sure the tube is not visible anymore inside the drop center. And then take the small bead pal tool and mount it on the rim between the rim lock and the valve. Take a tire iron and start mounting. Push in the valve here. And when you're about halfway through, make sure to push the tire into the drop center here. This will make mounting much easier and you won't harm the tire. Don't get the tire irons too deep, as you might pinch the tube. Push in the rim lock. And you can do the last part with the bead breaker, as this is where it's usually hard to get the tire iron in. Remove the bead pal, inflate the tire, check for leakages, fasten the rim lock nut, mount the wheel on the bike, and your pilot is good to go.